All right, welcome back to Epicus Gamicus Metallicus, year by year. Here for 1972, Luke's back,
How
as
are
he
y'all
will
doing?
be for the next few years. or, I guess
Weeks?
it's gonna go. Yeah, I mean, this is every 2 weeks. It's gonna go on for months, isn't it? I think it's your turn to start this week.
I think you're right. I've got Ziggy Stardust by David Bowie. It's like his commercial breakthrough.
Oh yes, yeah.
Honestly, he's got hits before it, but just not as big.
Yeah,
really-
Space Oddity before, but it's what the hell? There's a movie about Ziggy Stardust. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Well, there you go. You learn something new every day
Yeah.
through the magic of Wikipedia.
Anyway, you got Starman, the title track, Ziggy Stardust.
Oh yeah, I bought Starman quite a while ago. Then it's just one of those mid '70s songs. Well, almost mid '70s songs.
Yeah.
That just you just listen to it forever, don't you? And then obviously it's also got Moon Age Daydream,
Yeah,
which they used in Guardians of the Galaxy to great effect.
it was actually, it was a really good scene.
Yeah. I don't know, whoever's idea it was to do that with classic rock was spot on there.
Yeah.
Although when somebody else tries it, like Suicide Squad, doesn't go
Yeah,
so
it was
well.
kinda weak, yeah.
I remember watching the first like 5 minutes, and they used 5 songs, and you're like, okay, slow down. Like you don't have to spend all your money on licensing fees, you know. And then obviously this album also has Suffragette City,
Yeah.
which I enjoyed that. And I haven't actually listened to this album all the way through many times, but when I did it for this, I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of classics on there. So I guess we're moving on to my number 1, which is Machine Head by
Oh,
Deep
yeah.
Purple. Obviously, had to put that in there, and it's the Deep Purple album of this year. If you've been listening to the old episodes, you're gonna hear a lot of Deep Purple. And this album is definitely Deep Purple's classic album. I mean, obviously, it's got Smoke on the Water, Highway Star.
Yeah.
Those are the two everybody knows. Highway Star mostly if you played Rock Band. That's the theme song to that game. The only thing that annoys me about Deep Purple and Rock Band is Smoke on the Water is in Rock Band 3, which is the one that has keyboards, right?
Right.
But
yeah.
Smoke on the Water is the worst song to play on keyboards for
Just
Deep
no.
Purple.
Yeah.
I want to do the keyboard solo for Highway Star. Come on.
That's what I actually always think is interesting about Machine Head is that it really leaves out a lot of that organ sound you expect from Deep Purple.
Yeah. Or it like sort of merges it with the guitar, so you can't tell which one's which.
Right. Yeah.
Because that was always the fun part of Deep Purple is John Lord and Richie Blackmore fighting with their instruments. They're just having a battle of wills almost. And this album also has Pictures of Home, which is probably one of the more underrated songs on the album, but definitely an interesting one. And I think it kind of foreshadows what Rainbow's going to sound like in a few years. It sort of sounds like you're up on a mountain.
Right. Yeah.
And it really does get forgotten. But obviously, we've also got Space Truckin'.
Yeah.
Space Truckin' round the stars. All that. Seems to be a lot of space songs going on
Yeah.
in the
yeah.
early 70s here. My only thing with Deep Purple is, why are they not as popular as Led Zeppelin? I've never figured that out.
I guess I could kind of.
I mean, I kind of see why Led Zeppelin is like a little bit more popular, but I feel like it should be Zeppelin and Purple, like it's the Beatles and Stones.
Yeah, I could see that.
But somehow Deep Purple always gets left as the third wheel in the Black Sabbath Zeppelin
Yeah, I guess.
Purple thing. They always get left at the bottom. I never figured out why. Are they just too weird or something?
I mean, I can kind of see it as like, Zeppelin was going to start out to be a super group. Well, Deep Purple kind of started in obscurity and got big,
Yeah, Led Zeppelin just sort of came in with a bang.
Right, yeah.
Deep Purple had to get 3 albums in before they really found
Hit their
themselves.
stride.
Yeah. I mean, they had to go through a vocalist and a bassist before they got to their
Yeah.
classic lineup, didn't they? Zeppelin was just out the door.
Yeah, not every band's lucky enough to have the good. It's the straight up lineup the whole time.
Yeah. I guess early Purple just wasn't that mainstream.
Yeah.
It's just too weird. Anyway, your number one?
My number 2.
2? Sorry. I'm never
Yeah.
going to get these numbers right.
Gotcha. I've got Harvest by Neil Young.
Oh, yes.
Neil Young album.
The song I Googled when it was, what was it, 1970? I Googled it. When it was supposed to be after the gold rush. Finally, we're actually at Harvest, which is definitely a classic.
This album is actually, it charted extremely high in country charts when it came out.
Well,
which is interesting.
I mean, it kind of is country.
Yeah, it really, yeah.
And just pull it up on Wikipedia, is listed as country rock. So
yeah, I guess that kind of
naturally, but yeah, I probably more associate it with southern rock.
Yeah,
but I mean, southern rock and country kind of go hand in hand anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just that southern accent style. Yeah, I think the only song on here that I actually remember is "Heart of Gold."
Yeah,
which is
one of the more famous.
Yeah, and like I said about after the gold rush, Neil Young's a band that I'm kind of wanting to get into, but I'm not quite there yet. I'm working my way in.
Gotcha.
Definitely an interesting sound of Neil Young, with a voice and everything.
Right. Yeah.
So we ready for my number 2?
I think we are.
Which is Black Sabbath 4. I guess I wonder if it seems like they were trying to copy Led Zeppelin on that front.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we got to have a 4 too. And it was kind of, I feel like it was kind of strange of Sabbath not to name an album. But
yeah, I mean,
I say kind of decided that. And I feel like this album is one that is kind of hard to get into because it's very strange as a Sabbath album.
Yeah.
They were being very experimental when they made this album. And I think I saw in an interview once Tony Iommi was saying